bet I won't miss. You can let them hate, bet I won't slip. All I need is one shot, I'ma take my team to the ship. Swear to God, bro, I mean what I spit. All I need is one shot, one shot. All I need is one shot, one shot. All I need is one shot. Bet I won't miss, they want me to trip, bet I won't slip. All I need is one shot.
Welcome back to Rim, guys. We got episode 6 with the Bentonville boys team. We got head coach here, Mr. Kyle Pennington. Coach, we appreciate you coming on the show.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
Yes, sir. So, Coach, you've been up here for a couple of years now. You've been able to kind of see the landscape of Northwest Arkansas and the talent here. What was that decision like to leave, a really good situation at Little Rock Christian to come here to Bentonville?
Yeah, absolutely. I think one thing is I've always enjoyed challenges in my life, right? And since I was a kid, I just always wanted to continue to challenge myself to grow. And so, being from this area, I graduated from Springdale High School about 20 years ago now. It's been a long time. And so, being back up here, I was an assistant at Harbor for a while before we were at Russellville and then Little Rock Christian. And so, I've got family up here, and so that definitely went into the decision. But Bentonville High School is the premier high school in the state of Arkansas and in this region, and so we want our basketball program to match that. And so when I had conversations with the athletic director and the people that be here, that was the thing that I felt like we were aligned with, and so. It made an easy decision for us to move our family, what we consider back home. And so we're excited about it, and we're in the middle of rebuilding this thing to making it great.
Now, you say you went to Russellville. One of my favorite Russellville players, other than Corliss, is Marcus Pillow, which I'm sure you've been able to know, one of the alums, been able to coach there. And you talk about that program, the Russellville program that you had to rebuild there, and then even at Little Rock Christian, the notable players, the Blocker boys, and a couple other players that you had there. How has that been able to kind of what are you seeing your players here that can kind of help them as they grow?
Yeah, Russellville was my first head job at the high school level, and each place that I've gone to, I've taken over a team that is at or below 500 the year before. And so, going in there, you got to be real with kids. You got to build relationships with kids. You got to help them continue to grow, both on and off the floor. But the big thing is they've got to know that they can win. Like you've got to bring the energy every day and bring a contagious energy every day. So now they feel that. And then obviously there's got to be some pivotal point in the season where it turns, right? And so there was a moment in Russellville that first year against Isaac McBride, actually, at Baptist Prep. Yeah. And it was a back and forth game. I think he had like 54 on us or something. Yeah. It was crazy. But we ended up winning the basketball game, and that's where our kids kind of turned, right? And so Little Rock Christian, same thing. You've got to have a point somewhere where it kind of turns for you. And for us there, it was in the regional tournament against Brooklyn. They were really good. Bobby Gross does a great job. And we were behind 10 points in a regional tournament semifinal game. And you're already in the state tournament, but this is for seeding, right? And so we come back and win that game. I think we were down 8 with like a minute and a half. You come back and win that game, and we lost to Blytheville the next game in the regional finals, but we knew that we can beat this team, and then went and beat them in the state championship. And so, just the journey, to be honest with you, is it's so fun to watch the kids in the journey. And so, same thing here. We're rebuilding this program to where it's great. There's been a lot of great success here. People talk about Malik Monk and all the different the success that this program's had, and we want to build on top of that. I think one thing that this program doesn't have is a state championship, and that's our plan, is to bring a state championship to the Bentonville Tigers.
Now we talked about this with the other players. Just the sheer amount of young guys that are available for the varsity level. Um, you look at Rogers, a team like Rogers, they got a ton of sophomores playing. I mean, Fayetteville has an influx of seniors and sophomores. Even Northside got a crazy amount of juniors and sophomores on that team. Um, what's the kind of advantage for Bentonville as y'all kind of move forward with, this year only having Quinn as your only senior, and you guys have a young nucleus as well. And we talked about the junior high level with Fulbright being one of the Bentonville schools that won the boys championship last night. Um, just that feeder program and the sheer amount of young guys throughout this conference. What's your outlook for the conference as you guys move forward this year and beyond?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, I got a lot of respect first for each of the programs that you named and all the others.
Mm-hmm.
We've got really good coaches in this league, and we've got really good players. This league is unique because it kind of recycles every few years. In Little Rock, the talent level kind of stays pretty even at the top. It'll recycle some, but it stays high,
Yeah.
right? And so last year's league, there's just senior heavy, high talent everywhere. There's a lot of talent in this league right now. It's just young,
Yeah.
right? And so next year, you keep talking about next year. Next year's this league is going to be. It's tough this year because everybody's young and there's some inconsistency on the road, But next year, man, everybody's young. We've got our whole team is juniors and sophomores outside of Quinn, and like you said, all the others. I think it's going to make for some really fun games and fun nights, but you're also going to see those top level guys on each team that begin to be recruited at a higher level, and that's just kind of where we're at right now in the league. And so it's fun, man. It's a night in, night out. This league is night in, night out. You've got to work really hard to win basketball games.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about fun games. I mean, that 4 overtime thriller with Rogers was a crazy game. I can remember we were elsewhere and checking up on it, and every time we would check, we'd be like, something must not be right. This live stream is still going. And we kept seeing big plays being made by, obviously Quinn hit a couple of big plays in the 2 overtimes, but also the other players been able to, put their stamp on this team and on that win. You guys got a bunch of fun games ahead of you guys, starting with Northside on Friday and somewhat of the rest of the conference that you're kind of fighting for seeding. What's your message for your team as y'all, are starting this gauntlet starting Friday?
Yeah, absolutely. We talk about all the time, we talk about preparation, results, response. A lot of people think that results are at the end, right? Like, game is what matters. It does. That's when the scoreboard's on, the popcorn's on. But we put in the middle of our process, right? So we're going to prepare to win basketball. So we're going to prepare for our result. No matter what that result is, we're going to respond. We're not going to react. We're not going to get the big head, win a big game, and not prepare the next game. But we're not going to get too down where we can't prepare. We've got to prepare, make the results for what they are, control what you can control, and then respond. So that's something that we talk about, each and every day, and guys, and just helping them grow. Right? You went back to all these teams are young. It's very important that I'm very intentional about the growth, both individually and as a team, not just for this year, but for the years to come. Right? We're building this program still, and I think one of the biggest things is this rebuild is a little bit longer than you talk about Russellville.
Yeah.
You get there with some losing records. There was some pretty high level talent sitting there in those spots. We've got great talent here too, but the things that we're doing, we're younger.
Yeah.
Right? Last year's group was a bunch of seniors, and those guys bought in. David Williams starting at Arkansas Tech now, so proud.
He's playing really well down there.
Big E playing at Emporia State, got some minutes the other day. Mikey and Akbar, those guys, all Miles, Harry. I can't thank those seniors enough for what they did. But they were here, right? They were here from 7 through 12. Those guys were in this program. And so now we've got to build this program moving forward. So very proud of this group and where we're at. And, I heard each of them talking. We've just got to continue to grow and trust and believe our process. Do the things.
Yeah. So Coach, tomorrow, you got Northside here. What can you expect from your team when they hit this floor, getting ready to battle with Northside?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, this game Friday, I'm not gonna hide it or sugarcoat. It's a big game, right? And I think every game we have the rest of the way is a big game. 1 through 7 right now looks like there's wins and losses all over the place, right? And so we got to come to battle. So again, it's that preparation piece, and we feel like the hay's in the barn. We've prepared, and tomorrow we'll have a shoot around and go. But on this home floor, we've got 2 left. We've got Northside for Colors Day tomorrow, and then we've got senior night against Fayetteville. And so, like Quinn said, for him, it's extra special. He's got 2 games left on this floor. The rest of these guys, and our team in general, is we got to continue to build so we are ready to let's our seeding for the state tournament, right? And then let's get in the state tournament, make some noise. So, these guys are going to be fired up and ready.
All right, Tiger fans, y'all heard it here first. Y'all come on out and support the Bentonville Tigers as they take on the Northside Grizzlies tomorrow night. Girls game started at 6, boys started about 7:30. Coach Pennington, man, I appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate you.
Yes,
Roll
sir.
Tigs.
At Bigley, we don't just put ink on fabric, we power your brand forward. Every stitch, every print, every product is built to make your brand stronger, louder, and impossible to ignore. No minimums, no hidden fees, just a team obsessed with helping your business win. Bigley, powering your brand from idea to impact.
Hey guys, we're back here with episode 6 of Rim to Rim. We got the boys Bentonville team for our second edition of the Tiger Takeover. We got senior here, Quinn Hosley, man. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Now, Quinn, man, you're a senior on this basketball team, which, honestly, in the conference, it's weird. It's like not a lot of seniors on a lot of the teams, so a lot of them are a little bit younger. What's it like taking that leadership role this year?
Yeah, I mean, start of this summer, I really didn't expect to be the only senior on the team, and me and Coach P had to have a lot of discussions about leadership and my role in this team. It's a really, really young conference, but a really, really talented conference. So like kind of seeing it grow last year, and then all those guys left, and seeing it kind of reset a little bit and shift back is really kind of a strange feeling. Like I saw it reset. We got a lot of talent in the conference, but it's still just a really, really young conference.
Now we staying on the conference. I mean, you think about just Bentonville in general, the emergence of Bentonville West and y'all's rivalry as it builds up, because it really hasn't been one, but as far as this year, they've been able to kind of rise in the conference. What's it like being able to? Granted, you probably known these guys since junior high or elementary, and what's it like just having that crosstown rival that's kind of been able to kind of be on the same level as y'all?
Yeah, I mean, I moved here in 6th grade, and then my 7th grade year was the first year at Grimsley.
Okay.
So that was the first time there was really the clear shift.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Lincoln, so I played with a lot of the West guys. My junior high was one that split. But yeah, it's been really cool to have a really competitive crosstown rivalry. I mean, when I was in 7th and 8th grade and I was coming to Bentonville games, like Hoop Hall at Bentonville West is a game I remember where, it was Tucker Anderson playing against Cade Miller and Jalen Lee. So the rivalry, like the emergence of the rivalry has been awesome to be a part of, even in the freshman and JV levels. So I'm really excited to play him again, and I'm excited to see where this rivalry goes.
Now you got one of the viral moments of Bentonville basketball this year, or 2 of them, when you talk about that game, that long game against Rogers that y'all had, where you in the 3rd overtime you hit the shot, and then in the 4th one you're able to hit the shot to get y'all over the game. What's that feeling like, just being able to be a part of a game like that almost never wanted to end, but also being able to be that one and kind of make that game-winning shot?
I've watched that film 100 times.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough for my teammates to get me the ball in the right spot when we needed it. I tell them all the time, Coach P tells me, like, I'm not supposed to dribble all that much, they get me the ball where I need it, and I was lucky enough to make a play. Just thinking about that game, like in the first all of regulation and the first 2 overtimes, like I wouldn't have even had the chance to make that play if Mar didn't go for 32 or LeShaun didn't go for 20. Like that was a team game all around, that like just phenomenal all around. Everybody played their hearts out, and I was just lucky enough to be in the right spot at the right time.
Now let's talk about you and Coach P's relationship. You know, his history in Arkansas basketball, from being at Russellville and bringing Russellville back and going to Little Rock Christian and doing the same thing, and now here. What's your relationship like?
Yeah, really professional, and we're really tight. You know, like I was if I'm his first guy here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of the only guys on the team now that has been his guy from the start. So we kind of bonded over that on this new team and these young guys coming in. You know, he's a great coach, and he's coached a lot of great players. So I have full faith in him. We have full trust in him to put us in the right spot and succeed when we need to.
So last question. Tomorrow night, about 7:30, we got Northside coming in. We lost a tough one on a buzzer beater down there at Northside. But also, you know, this conference from 3 to 6 or 3 to 7, it's, you know, everybody's about 1 game, 2 games from each other. And this game kind of starts a trend of playing teams that if you beat them, you can kind of move up in the rankings and have a great spot at state. What's the main message from Coach and from, you know, you for the rest of the team going forward?
Yeah, I mean, right now we're kind of in a dogfight for seeding, right? This one's extra special because, like, you know, I got 5 games left, guaranteed, and 2 on this floor, which is insane to say. But so when we went down there, they popped us earlier. They were at home, you know, they were feeling really good, and we got to do the same thing here. This is our crib, this is our spot, and we got to defend it with all we got. Let the chips fall where they may, but we got to do everything in our power to put ourselves in the best place to succeed in the state tournament.
Hey, Tiger fans, y'all heard it first from our senior here, Mr. Quinn Hosley, man. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Good luck
it.
on the rest of the year, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Whether you're opening your first checking account, purchasing your first home, saving for your first big vacation, or opening a new business, First Star Bank offers hometown service with the latest in digital banking technology. Our local team makes banking fast, convenient, and easy. From simple everyday banking to helping you fulfill your dreams, our team is here to guide you every step of the way. First Star Bank. We'll be there through all your firsts. Learn more at firststar.bank or stop by one of our local branches today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we're back here on Rim to Rim, episode 6 with the Bentonville boys team. We got junior guard here, LeShaun Gochett. Man, I appreciate you coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Man, I've completely butchered this last name. I apologize, but hey, man,
Good.
appreciate you coming
Thanks
on.
for having me.
Now, this is your first year here at Bentonville. You know, starting point guard. You've been able to put in work, and you got another junior guard in Marley. What's it like being able to play with him and be able to play with the other young guys and build this team together?
I mean, just start off with Mari, just dominant. I mean, he not only can play the guard, he can play all the other 4 positions out on the court, and just everybody around me just makes me better. It makes my job easier on the court. So.
Now, you're playing for Coach P, who been here for the last couple of years, but you know his track record at being at Little Rock Christian and being at Russellville. And you've seen the players that he's had on this team. What's his message and what's y'all relationship as he, you know, coaches you on this team being a point guard?
I mean, just not even to harp on the record or anything. He's a good guy. Like, I mean, he's everything a kid on a team would need, and he doesn't just teach us to win. He teaches us how to be good grown men, and that's everything. He preaches that every day in practice, and I feel like that's what everybody needs.
Now, you know, you've been in this conference the last year with Rogers, but now you're here with Bentonville. What's the big difference in schools, but also in this conference that you've seen over the last couple of years?
I mean, this conference is tough, and like coming over here, it's been tough. I mean, I had to earn my spot. It wasn't just given to me, and I think I've adapted well. And this conference is tough. I mean, we got to keep working. And yeah.
Now, as you look at the outlook of this season, You guys are right in the thick of it. You're in fourth at the moment, but you're one game out of third. But you also got the other teams at the bottom kind of nipping at your toes. So what's the message going forward as y'all get ready to prepare for Northside? But you got Fayetteville, you got Springdale, you got Bentonville West on the schedule still, and it's a way that you guys can kind of move up or even move down depending on the situation. What's the message for the team going forward?
I mean, we can't do anything about those games we dropped behind us. We got to look forward, and we got to win those games, and we got to compete with those teams. I mean, we're trying to win a state championship here. We can't dwell on that stuff behind us. We got to keep going, and we've been practicing hard and scouting really hard for the teams in front of us, and we're going to do everything we can to play our best ball these last 5 games.
Now, 7:30 tomorrow, Northside's coming in the building. Obviously, that last game against them leave a sour taste in their mouth because you guys battled back in that game and got the lead. And, last second shot always kind of one of those things. So what can Tiger fans expect from you and the rest of these Bentonville Tigers when they hit the floor tomorrow?
I mean, we're going to work hard. We're going to come out hot, and we're going to play hard. You're going to see the best ball out of us, and you're going to get the best ball out of us. So
I ain't going to hold my man too much longer. We got junior guard LeShaun Gochett, and I appreciate you coming on.
At Bigley, we don't just put ink on fabric, we power your brand forward. Every stitch, every print, every product is built to make your brand stronger, louder, and impossible to ignore. No minimums, no hidden fees, just a team obsessed with helping your business win. Bigley, powering your brand from idea to impact.
And we're back here at Rim to Rim, episode 6 with the Bentonville boys team, our second edition of the Tiger Takeover. We got junior guard here, Martin Lee. Man, appreciate you coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. And now you're also another player in your first year here at Bentonville. What's it like, just that transition, just being able to come from one school into 6A and come over here to Bentonville and be able to kind of lead a team?
It was for sure a really big
transition.
Yeah, transition. Yeah, really big transition. A lot of growing had to be done, and leaving like old habits in the past, and just to become better every single day. It came a long way.
Now, we talked about viral moments with Quinn as far as his game in Russellville. You have one of your own against Springdale here, that dunk. What was that like? What was it like? I mean, did you expect him to actually jump when you jumped, or when he did, you just kind of was like, "Oh, I'm about to get him."
I knew he was gonna jump. That's my former teammate,
yeah,
old teammate. He used to always jump with us in practice, and he never let us have just free dunk.
Yeah.
So I knew he was gonna jump, but I just went up as hard as I could, and
you made it happen.
He was in the way.
Yeah. Now in this conference, like you said, Bledsoe was one of your former teammates at Harbor, and he's at a different place. But you see that there's advantages and opportunities at different places. What's it been like playing for Coach Penn and just even that? I'm sure y'all had a talk before you came in, and what was that like, just being able to be on the same page with him and he bring you into the Bentonville family?
I mean, it was amazing. Every day we were just bettering ourselves. He's a great guy, always growing each and every one of his players. Just for them to do better every single day, on the court, off the court, to grow to be a better man in the future.
Now you're a junior, and there's a lot of younger pieces in this conference that are contributing to teams. You got sophomores down there in Fayetteville. You got the same thing, sophomores, juniors at Northside. Even Bentonville West has a few sophomores that are contributing. What's it like knowing that this conference is rich in talent with the younger guys that potentially will be taking more of a leadership role next year?
It's amazing because this year they're just playing their role, and it's like a kind of a small role on each team. It's probably like every sophomore is playing a small role, and next year as they get older, they're going to have a bigger role, and they're going to already know what the 6A West is like playing in it, and I feel like it's going to grow them even better, and we're going to be pretty heavy.
Now we talk about the 6A West, and we talk to each player about you guys, your position right now, and what you have ahead of you with games against Northside Friday. You got Fayetteville still on the schedule here. You got a trip to Bentonville West out in Centerton. Even Springdale, you got a trip out to Springdale. What's the main message going forward from Coach and from you guys as y'all get ready to prepare for this kind of gauntlet that y'all got?
We just gotta work day by day, leave what's in the past, and move forward and grow each day, and play our hardest each game. We only have 5 more left, and we're trying to win a state championship and a conference championship. So we just got to keep on stacking wins.
Stacking wins. Hey, y'all heard it here first, man. Our junior guard, Mr. Marley, man. I'm not gonna hold you too much longer. I appreciate you coming out, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.